I chose to watch David and Martin, and so far it's been interesting. David seems like the, I don't know, small hometown guy in a big city that's not quite sure of himself. There's a lot of, I don't know, he discusses a lot, he goes through his projects a lot before actually doing them, so he just seems kind of like the innocent type. I'm not connecting to him as well because of this, and because he spends so much time discussing what he's going to do before he does it. I kind of get distracted and lose interest, and then when he finally does do it, I don't know, kind of beyond that. So I'm finding that a little bit more difficult to, get attached to for David. And there's a lot of, yeah, dead space in his posts. So sometimes I get a little distracted with that. I did like his, when he went out to sing karaoke. That was interesting, and that was probably my favorite one so far. The problem that I did have with the videos for David was that a lot of times they would stop in the middle for him, and not for Martin. I'm not sure why, and I'd kind of have to recalculate and start all over again, but then I only got to the 12th episode, and it wouldn't go past that. It's still stuck there. I don't know what's the problem with it, but I've only seen 12 episodes of David, so I tried to kind of go back and start it over, but then it would like restart the whole process. So I'm just staying there right now. Hopefully it's a glitch and I can get past that, but I'm kind of stuck right there for David. For Martin, I started him a little bit later, and he was just a easygoing, fun guy. The accent didn't throw me off at all, so he's pretty funny, and especially his little erotic video that he did, that was interesting. So I'm kind of connecting more with him as a character, just because he seems more laid back, and he is introducing comedy more into his projects than I think David did. So even though it's drama, comedy, it seems a little bit more rich in those aspects for Martin than it is for David. So I am kind of connecting to him a little bit more. As for the whole application, it's being on Facebook, I think, is fine. It's easy to click on it, to maneuver. I don't use any of the other aspects of it, like to make it, to boost David or to boost Martin. I don't know what that means. I don't really do that, because you can go through and just watch too. I did find that I was, if I started on comedy, I would go several episodes on comedy before I realized that, you can switch this back and forth. So you'd have to go back and watch the different settings, the different moods, I guess. So I haven't really used that very much, or the timing to make it shorter or longer. But it's been interesting so far. If it was a little more, like if I was able to see what the other, like the girls were doing too, instead of following just two people, and kind of make it more interactive that way, that would be interesting. One of the episodes, David met Emma, and that was actually interesting because you can kind of see what's going on. If you had more episodes like that where maybe there was some conflict or something between the two characters, maybe you could go off of that, and then they would say something in their own personal diaries about that. But I thought that was interesting. If they interacted with one of the other contestants, then I was kind of paying attention more, like, oh, what's going to happen? Is he going to say something? And I think Martin did that with Layla, the other girl too. So that was interesting to see. I think that the director or the teachers, the principal and the teacher of the school, I think their characters could be a lot stronger. They do have, smaller parts in on all the episodes in the whole big scheme of things, but if their characters were stronger, if they gave them really bad feedback, or just were mad at them or something, that I feel like that would make the audience feel more for their character, or to, I don't know, just want to stay tuned to see what happens, like how their character will develop after that. But I think that given a little boost of energy and character development for the teachers, that would change the whole attitude of the whole series.